I'm Connoll Pavey. Today I'd like to talk to you about comic books. They've been a huge part of my life. Ever since I was a child, some of my earliest memories have been sifting through my uncle's old comic book collection, and since then I've been hooked. Comic books originally started in the 1930s as small independent little strips in local newspapers. Now they've evolved into huge publications worth billions of dollars. It does seem that perceptions about comic books are changing, with the last 10 years of cinema being filled with comic book super hits. In recent years I've noticed that more and more people are actually reading comic books. Is this because of the movies? Is it because of fashion? So I'm going to the streets of Preston to find out just what people think about comic books.
The last time I read a comic book was 2000 AD, when my roommate at college was a contributor.
Occasionally, not too often.
Yeah, not that often.
I don't read comic books, mate, so...
Yeah, I read the odd comic book every now and again, yeah.
Oh yeah, as cool as you are, because I'm an old git, you know what I mean?
Yes and no. I think more so now they're doing all the films like Spider-Man and Iron Man. They're kind of more cool, but I wouldn't personally read them, but I think they're nice they keep young boys out of trouble.
No idea.
Viz, I think that's probably cool, but the rest I've no idea.
I think they're rather cool. Superheroes are always cool.
Very interesting opinions indeed. However, I feel like I need the advice of a professional. I tracked down a local comic book store in Connoll. He's going to give me some sage-like advice.
Oh, why can't you understand? I wanna be just like Superman. I wanna fly so high up in the sky. Be immortal, never gonna die.
I get, well, first of all, they're mostly male. They're mostly ages between 25 and 35, and they're usually long-term comic readers. I haven't got a great deal of young comic readers. Yeah, they're mostly just ordinary fellas in working full-time jobs, sometimes wives, sometimes not, like myself. I think I've noticed more people that used to read the comics coming back to them after the films come out, they've seen the film. I think there are less people reading comics at the moment because of the internet and being able to download the comics, and people wanting things straight away as opposed to waiting a month for the next issue to come out. Definitely, yeah, there's like a grown-up comics, if you will. That draws in more people than mindless violence and smashing and things like that. A Wolverine movie or an X-Men movie or whatever will bring you some people, some new readers, but it's the writers from the 80s have brought in a hell of a lot more people, and they've stuck with comics and they've become loyal, long-term customers as opposed to somebody will pop in and pick up a couple of cheap back issues.
So it does appear that attitudes towards comics and superheroes are changing. The last 10 years of cinema has been dominated by comic book films, and even celebrities are now beginning to jump on this bandwagon. Actor Nicolas Cage has named his son, Kal-El, after Superman, and director Kevin Smith has also named his daughter after the Joker's psychopathic girlfriend Harley Quinn. With popularity of comic books on the rise, it may be that we are entering a new golden age for comic books. I'm Connoll Pavey, thank you for watching. Shazam!